Hello everyone, this is Jasu, and welcome back to Let's Play Sparkster for the Genesis. We're into, so yeah, I mentioned about the constant variety in this game. And so variety is the thing I like, but this game's got a lot of good ideas. I love the control scheme, I love a lot of the concepts for the levels, but the execution often leaves a bit to be desired. So overall, if I'm honest, I'd say this is probably the weakest game in the Rocket Knight series. It's my least favorite, I'd say. Not by a long margin. It's still a good game. I like it, but I like pretty much all of the other Sparkster games. To varying degrees, I like them more than this one. And this stage here exemplifies sort of a lot of the criticisms I have of this game. Awesome concepts. What you've got going on here is another one of those kind of two-layer levels, and here, yeah, you just get this. The magic sword is just lying out here in the open. But yeah, basically what you're doing here, this isn't kind of a traditional left-to-right sort of stage. The idea here is you need to get to the different parts of this flying ship, and you need to take out all of the propellers in order to bring it to the ground, is what's going on here. And it's a really cool concept. It's like you got to kind of explore around, find all the propellers, take them out, and you've also got this sort of double-layered stage here, whereas if you go down to the bottom section, it's like you've got this thing, it's dropping bombs on you from above, and it's taking out the terrain as well. It's like it's dropping these missiles. If you wait long enough, it'll start breaking these blocks, and you can get down. There's like little hidden power-ups beneath some of these blocks as well. Oh god, I'm down to one life already. So yeah, we want to not game over here, if we can help it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't save any of my progress as far as the propellers go, either. We're gonna have to redo all of this. So that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, it's a really cool concept. Just the idea, you got like this, double-layered level. If you go down below, it's like got terrain deformation, which is just really cool. You know, I think we did this already. Yeah, I got lost here just a few seconds ago. Yeah, we want to go down this one. Or did we? Basically, you don't really have to do much of anything here. If you just basically keep going down the different pipes. Oh, do I have to collect that sword again? I don't think I do. I think it saves your sword in between lives. I hope so, at least. That pretty much ruined the entire LP series if I lost out on a magic sword because of that. I'm reasonably confident. In fact, that was it. That was going to be it right there, wasn't it? It was right in this section. So yeah, we got to keep our magic sword, so that's fine. Oh god. As fast as the rocket attack charges up, it still doesn't seem like it charges fast enough a lot of the time for as fast as some of the objects come at you in this game. But anyways, yeah, like I said, really cool concept for this stage, but the execution leaves a little bit to be desired. I'm gonna wait that bomb out. Just because, there's no reason to ever go on that lower level. It's just a death hole, raining like bombs and missiles down on you. There's just no reason to go down there. I think there's a 1-up or something down there if you wait like a bunch of time for the bombs to destroy enough terrain. You can uncover a 1-up, but yeah, it's basically just a waste of your time. Pretty much what you just want to be doing is just dropping down these pipes until it takes you to all of the different propellers, and I think this should be the last one. Okay, and then once you got them all taken out, or I guess it isn't grounded just yet. I guess it's in the middle of making a crash landing, I guess is maybe the idea here. Oh, I barely missed that apple. Oh dear. Oh, but we got the chicken leg here. That's not chicken though, is it? What is that? You see that type of meat in a lot of video games, especially Japanese games. I'm not convinced though that it's actually like an actual type of meat that exists in nature. You see it all the time in like video games and anime. It's just like this big, like, I don't know, like meat on a bone type thing. I think that's what they call it. That's what they called it in what was it? Oh, that game, Danganronpa. I think Danganronpa 2 had a meat on a bone incorporated into one of its puzzles. I'm not convinced that that thing actually exists in nature though. I've never seen such a thing in real life, and there was another one. Okay. But yeah, so here we've got another auto-scrolling section. I think it's the last one in the game. Really not a fan of auto-scrolling sections in platformers in general. I've gone on into the reasons for that in my other various LPs that include auto-scrolling levels. I think it's even more of a sin in this game in particular, though, just because it goes against a lot of what makes the game great and like compelling is the control scheme, the rocket attack, the freedom of movement, and you can't really make great use of that when you're just like scrolling along so slowly. Like this whole section right here would just be made like 10 times better if you didn't have to wait for the screen to catch up with you. This would be a fine bit of level if you could just go along at your own pace. You could do it faster, it would be more friendly for speed running. But as it is, it's just kind of like tedious. You're just kind of like waiting for the screen to catch up with you, as you often do in these kinds of auto-scrolling sections, as is basically the main flaw with auto-scrolling sections in general. So I'm just, yeah, not really a fan of these kinds of things, and we've seen them... I think there's only the two in the entire game, actually, is the one in the first stage with the truck, and this one here, and I think that's it. Oop. You know what, we're just going to avoid this guy entirely. But, so, like, on the one hand, it's only the two sections, it's not that bad, but on the other hand, they do kind of waste a lot of your time. Like I said, most of the variety, most of the different gimmicks in this game, it's like, okay, I don't like this gimmick, but it's not gonna last that long. In this case, it's a bad gimmick, and there's literally nothing you can do to speed it up. And this is a pretty short game as well. Like I said, only 6 stages, and this is stage 3, and we're almost done it. We're like almost halfway through the game right now. So, like, as short as these auto-scrolling stages are, and by volume, they actually take up a fairly significant portion of the game. Like, I'd say, like, what? Maybe, I don't know, 7-8 minutes of the entire game, which is quite significant in a game this short. Oh, hey, I actually got the... That meat is actually really tough to get right there. The hitbox, because it's like you'll... I don't know, just the weird way the hitboxes work. Normally it'll warp you to this next part of the level, the boss fight, before you can actually collide with the meat. So yeah, it's actually really good that... Ah, shit. So yeah, this is the gimmick with this boss. That was really, really terrible timing for me to get hit by that. This is a pretty bad boss. And actually, this is another example of something I kind of don't like about the game sometimes, is these single-screen boss encounters and mini-boss encounters. Because like I said, best thing about the game, the rocket attack, the freedom of movement. They're just like a crazy rocket all over the place type stuff. And you can't really do that. You can't really do that in auto-scrolling sections where you're constricted to one very slowly advancing screen, and you can't really do it for boss fights where you're restricted to one screen. Not a lot of room to move around like that. So it's kind of a disappointment, kind of a waste of the game's potential, of the game's like central, most endearing mechanic. Oh, I didn't get as many hits as I could have on that guy. If you're really on the ball with it, you can one-cycle this guy and just kill him the first time. So yeah, you can see the gimmick here is you basically gotta survive all of his fireballs there, and if you get hit by them, they'll shrink you and disable your attack. So if you're shrunk down, when he's splits up like that, you won't be able to hit him, and you'll have missed out on a cycle. Although with that said, he's got 2 different things that he can do, and I just missed out on the next cycle as well. So this is going really, really terribly for me right now. Because I got shrunk when I did. I'm not going to get unshrunk by the time he's done with this. And basically once he does this, there will be one little mini-goblin that's kind of sparkly. That guy right there, hopping over to the left. Oh, goddammit, I'm actually going to die here. Oh, nope, we got him. Okay, if I'm on the ball right here, I should be able to get him. There we go. Okay, so that's boss fight. Really aggravating. I mean, I guess the rocket attack is still necessary since you need it to get enough speed to dodge his fireballs, but if you get hit by the fireballs, you miss a whole cycle. It just wastes a lot of... mistakes are really punishing in that fight. It wastes a lot of time, and it's just... I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that boss fight. But, you know, like I said, constant variety. Didn't last that long. We're done with it, and we're going to be on to the next stage, which is, yeah, even more variety upcoming. Don't miss it, and I'll see you then.